My bad, y'all. Trying to get started. Just running a little late. Kind of had no reason to, but you know, it'd be like that sometimes. I'm funny. Not really though. Let me send this out to 2 more places and we can get started. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. If you guys can hear me, if you guys can't hear me that well, please let me know. If you guys can't hear me, please let me know. Okay, my bad. All right, and let me start recording. Good evening. I can't even speak today. Good evening, everybody. It's your boy ABK. You know why I'm here. Thank you for checking out another one of my weekly Forex analysis. I really do appreciate y'all for checking this out. This video is brought to you by Arbitrage. You guys know that arbitrage, that's my edge in the market. That's what gives me my advantage, if you will, in the market, that makes me profitable. And so if you guys are looking for something that's simple as just telling you when to get in and when to get out of a trade, just go ahead and send me a DM. You could also check out in the link in the bio. I'll go ahead and put the link in the bio where you can check out the Facebook page for arbitrage so you can learn more about it. It's a really good tool. I highly suggest it for a lot of traders, like anybody, beginners, experts, whatever. I just really like it, and that's what gives me the edge in the market. But without any of that, let's go ahead and get started with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and first of all mute you, and I'm gonna mute everybody. There you go. And then also mute participants. Okay, I already got it. Cool. Alright, so first of all, we have Monday, we have GP news at 5 a.m. Central Standard Time. Wait, let me make sure first and foremost, because last time I did this, it put me, yeah, exactly. That was not the time zone that it was supposed to be in. Okay. That's so weird. It's funny how that did that to me last time. So anyways, we have 4 a.m. At 4 a.m. Central Standard Time, we have GP news where it's just gonna be a like governor's speech, a speech basically. Tuesday we have Australian dollar news, RBA, same thing, just like a speech basically. Just when those happen, unless you really live there and you actually follow up with the news like that, then you wouldn't really know exactly what they're going to be speaking of. So I just say, hey, just be aware that they're speaking and that there could be possible volatility in the market, that if they say something, might shake it up, you know. USD, we do have 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, CPI news and core CPI, so that's definitely something you want to watch out for. And we do have rate statements for Canadian dollars. So Wednesday, you really want to watch with the Canadian dollar because of the rate statements, that press conference that happens. That's what you really want to watch and see what is being said. And then that could shake up the Canadian dollar as well. So I'm going to be actually paying attention to this week, to be honest. I want to see how much the Canadian dollar really changes like that. Because even though I'm in Canada, it's funny, I don't trade a lot of Canadian pairs. But, all right, so Thursday, 6:45 a.m., we have Euro news. And 7:30 we have Euro News again. We have monetary policy statement and press conference. So it's again same thing. That's what usually you want to watch out for, is sometimes that press conference rather than with the actual news or anything else, you know. So that's what you want to watch out for. And Canadian dollar, they have basically their NFP, which is employment change and unemployment rate. So again, want to see how this is going to turn out. It's going to be quite interesting to see, because look, they were negative 212 right here. So gonna see what's up with that. Yo, what's going on, Peyton? What's going on, my dude? How you doing, brother? All right, so let's go ahead and get out of that and go ahead and get over to the DXY. Ooh, so yeah, this DXY move, man. Look at that. Look at this weekly candle. Bullish, destroy this downtrend. Now, like I mentioned last week, I was saying that I wanted the DXY to, if it's gonna break out, which I was expecting that it was gonna do, although I was still trying to go against it. I'm not gonna front. I was still trying to go against it. I was trying to see what it was gonna do, and then it broke out to the upside. Now I want to see this retest before I see a continuation to continue, you know. But it really did break this bear structure, and now I'm looking for bullish moves, and I love to see it. Really, really love to see it. So first of all, let's go ahead and get rid of this trend line real quick. And I want to go down to the daily time frame, and just to put this into perspective and just for future notes for myself, price did indeed on the daily time frame break out to the upside, came in retest, hit 78.6 nicely, and then continued to the upside. That's clean. That's hella clean right there. That's textbook. Anyways, so daily time frame again, guys. I just really need to see a push to the downside continuation. Let me actually hide this. Go on to the 4-hour time frame. See what the price did. Yeesh, yeah, I like this for a definite retest for sure. And kind of, I would really want to see it. Yeah, come in like to the 91.110 area. Let me see this real quick. So it came down. Pushed up, came lower. Yep. Okay. I would rather see that on a lower time frame, because I think that would be a better way to see that Wyckoff. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely clean. Price pushed up, then came lower. Okay, that's clean right there. Anyways, sorry. I'm just trying to get better at using Wyckoff theory. But anyways, so what I really want to see on the 1-hour time frame is for price to really just, that is the wrong indicator. Is for price to really push to the upside, as it already has. Maybe make a double, maybe make a double top or something like that, and then push down to like, I really like 91.281 rather than 91.368. For me personally, and then I want to see price just continue to the upside, because that is a more accurate reading than just me saying that, oh, I just want to see the retest and continuation. Although that is what I want to see. So yeah, that's what I have for the DXY. I don't really have much more to say about that, really. And then let's go over to arbitrage. Oh, hold on. Before I go over here, I'm going to place a alert over here at 91.368. Oops, I did not want that. Gonna go ahead and set an alert there for it to get hit. And what I really want to, I really don't want to see price just continue to the upside, because then it won't give me an entry on any of the USD related pairs until I see a retracement. That's just how I am. But let's see what arbitrage has for me, because RB be giving me some interesting entries that be playing out like crazy. And I'm just looking. 15-minute already calling for a sell. Although yes, there was a gap in the market. All price really needs to do is kind of just push a little higher to the upside. Let me see what this closed as. 91.982. So price has to come back up all the way over here, and then for it to close down for me to say that okay, this is closed the gap, which I can still see the sell possibly happening. So hey, like I said, I'm really looking for that downside move. A safer bet for USD related pairs that I would look for is for the 1 hour time frame, for it to really give out that breakout to the downside. A retest. Ooh, that is why. That makes so much sense. Sorry. A retest to the upside and then a continuation to the downside. That's what I would kind of look out for the DXY on the 1 hour arbitrage time frame. But let's see what 4 hour has. Yep. If it could come and retest this and then continue to the upside, that would be absolutely perfect. Daily time frame called for the the buy on Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, continue to the upside. Yeah. Weekly time frame. Yeah, for price to continue going on, which I do like the possibility of price going bullish. It really does have a point of price where it can't really, I don't really think it's just going to take off from right here. And especially with the whole stimulus news and stuff like that, the markets can move any type of different way. So I'm really looking to see what this 1 hour time frame is going to do. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is place. Well, actually, because I don't really care for placing DXY arbitrage alerts because I'm not really trading it. Rather save my alerts for things that I'm actually trading. So let's go ahead and go over to, first of all, clear all this out except for gold. It's going over to Euro USD. Took a fat L twice on Euro USD. Oh man, this was way too fast. I was over here thinking this was a sniper. Little did I know NFP was gonna destroy me. That was funny. But anyways, ooh. Yes, get out of here. But anyways, so kind of, I mean, it speaks for itself, right? Retest, continuation to the downside. Because when price was over here, I was like, okay, maybe, wait, let me even see if I deleted the arrow or if it's still here. Okay, so first of all, that's clean. Okay, push up. That didn't play out actually. That was terrible. Okay, no, I don't have the arrow that I thought I had that was pointing down, but yeah, basically like same, like it's just the same thing. Just retest of this major zone that price broke out of, and then a continuation to the downside. I would definitely like the likes of like 1.19600 to get hit. Let me actually go to the daily time frame real quick. See something. Yeah. Ooh, I do not like these 4 hour candles. I am not liking how those 4 hour candles looking, but nonetheless, let me get rid of all this too. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Hello? Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, so Euro USD, I still want to see this push to the upside. I'm not liking how those 4 hour candles are looking. But I mean, basically this is what I really gonna have to really see 1.200 to get retested, rather than just trying to take the sell from right here. Because I do see the structure, but just the way how this dropped down. I mean, realistically speaking, I should put this up here, to be quite honest, because price just dropped and there's so much trading that has to be happened up over here. So I kind of am gonna wait and see what Euro USD does. I'm not gonna play with this push to the upside then a drop. I'm not gonna play that out. I don't like it. I'd rather, if price does get over here and drop, hey, I missed the move. I'm totally fine with that. But I definitely do not want to play this. I'd rather play something like this out. It's more of my style. It's more of what I'll play. I'm pretty sure that you can probably get some type of opportunity when price comes back up here to take it to a downside. But for like I said, for me personally, this is how I have to take it. Made a from the high to the low, higher low, lower low. I need a higher low to get another lower low at least. If it stops right here, it's all right. I'll take the L. Well, it's not an L, but I won't just get into it. Now, 1 hour time frame arbitrage, again, it's setting up for the buy. I already know that the 15-minute is starting to set up for a buy, or it's already calling for a buy. So, I really do want to see what Euro USD is going to do, but I definitely like the buy play for it to push to the upside. And again, I do want to see it come, and hit 1.20492 right before I get that drop. That's actually going to be my alert. Oh, what am I doing? Alert, Euro USD, crossing there, and I'm going to have it as 71 per fib, sell entry. Then we'll see what price does. And then arbitrage, again, I have the 1 hour time frame setting up. I'm going to go ahead and set this long, then create. Alright, so let's see what that does, and then we'll be chilling. Alright, going over to GPUSD. Alright, so GU might really play my life here. Hi, Bailey. Oh, was she sitting at the door?
Like, Garrett's coming to move the coaches, so I'll leave her with you.
Okay, oh, he's coming right now?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. Hi, Bailey. I would definitely check out SPX 500 for you. My bad. I'm just seeing your message. I'll check it out. That's what I check out usually towards the end. GPUSD. I still have my alert set right here, right here at 1.37600. If price doesn't come down here and hit that, I would be laughing because it is at the 60. It is rejecting off of this 61.8. And again, for those of you who see my trading style very often, you would see that I usually will say that, hey, you could stack your positions. You could place 0.3% of your trade right here. You could place another 0.3% of your trade. But I am kind of still looking for buys on GU until it really, like I said, it really needs to break structure for me in order for me to say that I'm going to sell this. So, but that kind of goes against what I'm seeing. Oops, no, not that. What I'm seeing on the US dollar. So it's kind of interesting to see. But overall, I got to see this structure get broken right here before I really start to think about selling GBPUSD. Regular. Going over to the weekly time frame real quick. Because even right here, you can see that prices used this as a resistance before. So that's why I'm just like, okay, it's a huge, well, yeah, not, I would say huge, because from the last time over here, back in 2018 when it was hitting these, last time it touched this was back in 2009, and then before that, 2001, and TradingView doesn't have more information from the past, obviously, but still, regardless of that, that's what I'm saying. This is a huge demand zone at this time. But of course, if it pops lower, then it becomes a supply zone, right? So again, I'm still looking for my entry at 1.37600. I'm still looking for that, and again, the same thing as with your USD. If I don't get that entry, then I'll be chilling, because I also have arbitrage over here, setting up for a buy position that I like. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up that alert as well. Got a lot of setups apparently. NFP week. NFP had one of those weeks, man. So Yeah, long entrance, create. See what it gives me later on today. But like I said, definitely want this to play out more than the arbitrage entry. But if I get the arbitrage entry, I'll take it too, right? Let me actually see what GPUSD is looking at on the higher time frames. 4 hours, still very bearish. Daily time frame hasn't called for a sell quite yet. So this is another reason. This gives me another reason to not even try to sell GPUSD. Because look what it's done in the past. Right here, boom, bounced off of the RSI line, and then when it made a higher high. Bounced off the RSI line again, made a higher high. Bounced off the RSI line again, made a higher high. Bounced off the RSI line again, made a higher high. I need to see this close under this RSI line for me to be like, all right, now I could start thinking about selling. But until then, I can't do it. And even the indicators right here, the level pro and the arbitrage Z are showing that it's not looking to sell. So I am still bullish on this regardless. I'll still love this wick. I would love if price came in with this. That'd be amazing. So let's see what GPUSD has for us as well. Gonna be watching these. And I still have my buy entry on. I still have my buy on AUD/USD. I actually got in a little right here. I got in right before the market closed last week in negative, and I was like, all right, I'm chilling. But so I am still looking. This is actually still a good, very good entry for a possible AUD/USD buy, because again, same thing as with the with AUD/USD. Until price breaks this, GPUSD, until price breaks this demand zone at 0.75834 and 0.75100, basically, I can't look to sell AUD/USD. It's just been way too bullish, and I need to see structure being broken before I think about that, So, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree with me as well. And I like this wick that this daily candle left. I love seeing that. So again, I still want to see this push to the upside, and I got in right here. Still, I got it at the negative. So if you would like to get into this trade as well, be my guest. Watch this be like one of the few times that AUD/USD is like, no, I'm actually gonna sell, and I'll be like, wow. So all those times you were just playing my life, huh? And it's like, yep. But anyways, what I'm looking at for, why can I not extend this? Do I have the, no I don't, that's weird. Anyways, regardless, I'm looking to take this price. Oh, but now I can move it. Sorry, excuse me. I'm looking to take AUD/USD to the upside, to maybe even, I kind of just want to take it realistically to this this next supply zone. That's what I want to personally take it to. But I do possibly still see it going to the upside until it breaks this structure. It could even take me out of this trade, because I wouldn't want to take losses all the way down here, because I could still possibly see a liquidity grab down here. I can still see it. So this is definitely a possibility for my trade to literally wick me out and the price go to the upside. But this is what I'm trading. So again, until I start really seeing some structure getting broken on the higher time frames, I can't say that AUD/USD is bullish. Bearish, and same thing as GPUSD and, well, Euro/USD is basically bearish. So, all right, GPAUD. I'm telling you guys, this was a stop line, and it's unfortunate because we did go ahead and get price cleaning over here. I was saying it. I was like, you would really want to put your stop loss at break even over here, but I was saying that I still think that price is gonna come back, and it might come back at our entry. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna take my partials here, and I'll see what price still does. And it still has the opportunity to still drop. There's nothing really saying that it can't still drop. Like the same setup that I had from last week, it still is valid. But you want to take a look at this at the 4-hour time frame, which I was saying that I was gonna hedge it. I was saying I was gonna hedge it, but I didn't hedge it, and that irked me. Push to the upside. Where did it come to? As per usual, the buy box, and it was pretty nice. Off of the 71%, I would have had 0 drawdown off of this, and I would have definitely taken like at least 80% profits already. But anyways, I still think that this was a stop hunt, and I still think that price is gonna drop. Let me check out the volume. What happened with this play? Yeah, with this big volume off of this candle right here, I think this is gonna drop. This is on the 4-hour as well. Let's go into the 1-hour time frame and see what the candle was. It really had the biggest volume. This one, it was. Let me go ahead and actually zoom in to take a better look. I have not seen that in a while. If anybody cannot hear me well, please let me know or anything like that. So it was this candle, this bullish candle right here. This is the candle that had the most volume on Friday, but yet price was dropping. So that's very interesting to see right there. And the candle right next to it had just as much volume with that to the upside. That's exactly why I say I think that we just got stop hunted, because I don't think price is going to come back up here. So if it does come back, hey, maybe I'll get an entry at the trend line and we'll see what happens from there. But other than that, I think I got stop hunted, and all I could really see at this point is for a possible entry. Right there. So price push to the downside. I don't even like this. I don't even care for it whatsoever. But this would be the only way that I could get into a sell at this point. So for a price to come back up to like basically 1.800, and then I get into the sell. But other than that, I'm not gonna delete this. I'm gonna hide it because I want to see how this ends up playing out. So that's, again, I don't really care for this entry anyway, so I'm not gonna play that out. I'm just gonna wait and see if it does it. Then I'll be like, okay, cool, awesome. What was I doing over here? Oh yeah, weekly time frame. This is what that's how the weekly closed? Disregard everything I just said. That's how the weekly closed? Hold on. If that's how the weekly closed, then I can't say in good faith that I want to. Price is gonna go bullish. I can't say in good faith that this is good. And I was like, again, and I had the buy right there with looking like that. No, I can't say in good conscience that that's gonna sell. I'm gonna wait and see what it does, and I might actually wait for this weekly arbitrage, like I said, because I really have been looking for this bullish move to happen, because I want to get into another position trade. Oh man, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to wait for this move to play out. So yeah, 4-hour time frame. What's it looking like? Yeah, even the 4 hours bullish, man. 1 hour, barely calling for a sell. I mean, I could play this for the short term. Why not? But that's as far as I could take it. If I can get this retest, then sure, I'll take this sell, and we'll see what happens from there. So I'm just going to say, give me the retest of the RSI line. Continue anyway. Alright, so we'll see how that plays out for GA. But personally speaking, if AUD USD is going to go bullish, all I see is GP AUD going bearish, because they just... Let me go over here. Let's get a fresh GP AUD chart. Oh, I played myself. Again, I stayed doing that. Anyways, remove charts. I don't know what I was doing over here. And let me get a comparison going on. So, AUD USD. Does anybody notice anything? Let me put this in candlesticks actually. Candles. Does anybody notice anything different? Except for this wick was way bigger than this one, but still, regardless, they're literally going the opposite way of each other. Literally. Every step of the way going up, well, yeah, basically every step of the way going opposite of each other. So if AUD USD is gonna go bullish, then I have to go bearish with GPAUD. So, like I said, I've already missed my entry for this, and that's basically the entry that I got on AUD USD. But yeah, look at, like, again, it's just AUD USD for this, and that's basically the entry that I got on AUD USD. But yeah, look at, like, again, it's just AUD USD moves much. It doesn't move much more than GPAUD because GA gives you more pips, but it's just they pay out differently, you know. So that's a reason why if I have to look for sales on GA, but arbitrage weekly is telling me otherwise. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I feel like I'm looking a little too chill over there. All right, let's go on over to. Oh yeah, GA definitely watching you for that sell, because that sell could play out very nicely. And even if it doesn't play out overall, I'm still going to look and see what that's going to do. All right, so Euro AUD. This weekly time frame is, this weekly, first of all, let me fix it because it looks like it's not even correct. I hate that I use trend lines sometimes, but it just be like that. Alright, there you go. Yeah, I gotta play it like that. Yep. So, let me hide this real quick. Alright, so on the weekly time frame, we can see that this is clearly respecting this trend line. And that's so funny to me how it is respecting that. But on the daily, me seeing this candlestick right here is telling me completely otherwise. So what I'm really trying to see is what is EA really going to do? Because kind of the same thing as with GBP AUD and AUD USD. Let me take the compare tool. Now I'm not 100% sure if it's quite the same. I think it's actually quite similar. Yeah, same thing basically, right? This is, let me put it in candlestick once more. Alright. Oops, I am going to the wrong place. Candles, okay. But yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's like, it's really quite, like, it's just inverse. It's kind of like the DXY and, it's kind of like the DXY and Euro USD. It's just inverse. So, same thing with EA. I kind of have to be, I want to be bullish on it because it is showing that it could be bullish, but I have to be bearish on it until I see some structure broken, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that and go on back over to EA. This daily candlestick right here is telling me that this is gonna keep falling. So that's another thing, right? 4-hour time frame. If I were really looking to sell this, the only way that I could sell it is if price came, never mind, because it came to the 61.8 and then popped up, but then again it hit this supply zone and it rejected off of it with the very hard, even the 4-hour candlestick, man. And let me put a volume on it as well. Yeah, the volume is right after it picked up right after it and then it kept dropping. Yeah, no, I gotta kind of still be so bearish on this. Oh my goodness, my dog's being a dork. Bailey. Hey, come here. Sit. Hey, come here. Sit. You don't listen when people are here. Anyways. I kind of have to be bearish on this. So let me see what arbitrage has. So I can have a better. I mean, weekly, obviously, I know that it's way bearish. Oh my goodness, dude. Imagine catching it from this sell with obviously the retest. This is what I'd always look for, no matter what. If I miss it, it is what it is. Imagine catching. Oh my goodness. 1,417 pips in a matter of how long? Oh, it doesn't tell you that how many days, huh? Never mind. Hold on. I want to see how many days this is. So from here, that's an 8.70% decrease in 133 days. That's not even a whole year, and you could have just placed one trade and then you would have been chilling. That's crazy. But anyways, daily time frame, it might be starting to set up for a buy. I'm still watching this. I'm still really watching this. And again, if price starts to break these structures, then I'm definitely going to start being bullish on them. 4-hour time frame, setting up for, well, it's already called for a sell. Dang. Who would have thought that this would have played out? Because it never called for the exit. 1-hour time frame is just barely. No, I don't even like how that looks. I can't get an entry on this yet, so gonna have to wait and see what Euro AUD does. But I'm definitely bearish on it because this is all I see. All I see is making lower lows. There's nothing that's telling me that Euro AUD is getting ready to turn around because it gave two days worth of bullishness. Like, no. So we'll see how Euro AUD plays out. Not really on my watch list, but I'll put it on the yellow. Like, watch for it. Sometimes I really have bad luck with my really good entries. So first and foremost, it's coming back. Hold on, never mind. I was talking mad mess about what I was just saying. Never mind, y'all. So I'm still looking for this entry on Euro GBP on 0.861. I mean 0.85933. That's where I'm really looking for a buy entry. I would love for price to come and sweep down liquidity and just keep going to the upside, because overall I'm starting to be bullish on Euro GBP. I do like how it did come and break through this demand zone, and now it's starting to show us rejections over here. So that could be a possible liquidity that is trying to grab on a higher time frame, on a higher scale, for it to continue pushing to the upside. But it's kind of like with GPUSD, is that I'm really looking for price to just drop down a little more, grab some liquidity, make traders still think that these are just going to keep dropping, like Euro GB keep dropping, but then keep pushing to the upside. So still waiting to see what this does, but I don't like how I go. I'm trying to if I'm trying to buy this, I can't try to buy GPUSD either, because, and I'm dropping a lot of gems on here today because I don't know how many people know about this stuff. No, wrong thing. Let's do the compare tool again. GBP USD. Notice anything? Yeah, I'm dropping gems out here. I hope y'all are taking notes. Notice anything? So if you're buying Euro GBP, you have to be selling GPUSD. So this is what kind of makes me question this GPUSD buy that I'm looking at, because it can go either way, and Euro GBP has been very bearish for how many weeks now? Look, same thing on the higher scale, basically the same thing. So it's like, gotta watch out. So what I'm really watching to see is what's gonna play out first, because it's kind of interesting how GBP USD looks like this. Hold on, I'm gonna have to restart that. Oops, I did not mean to. Stop share real quick. There we go. Then unmute themselves. Mute all. Let me invite these guys real quick again. My bad, everybody. Give me a second. Okay, and then I think I need one more chat. Like my Discord. Okay. Alright, so GU, like I said, it's kind of interesting how GU is kind of doing the same thing. It came to the 61.8 and it looks like it's going bullish. And then Euro GBP is kind of doing the same thing. But Euro GBP, it would look nicer if this plays out versus if GPUSD plays out. I would rather GPUSD honestly go bearish to like match up with the DXY and stuff like that. But we'll see what happens because I actually like playing GPUSD more than Euro GBP. So, oh, I forgot. I need to go to arbitrage. So 15-minute time frame. It looks like arbitrage might be setting up for a 15-minute buy on Euro GBP, but I'm not playing that. And this is interesting because this looks like it's literally 10 seconds away from calling a sell. So yeah, I'm gonna leave Euro GBP alone because the 4-hour time frame, bearish, break, retest, continuation to the downside. It's per usual. Daily time frame, very much bearish. So to say that your GBP is gonna buy, I like how it's right here at the lower danger zone. But again, just to say that it's gonna buy, dang, this is crazy. Called for the sell right here. It retested. Let's just say I would have got in right here. I want to see how many days this would have been. Let's just say from right here to down here. That is 49 days, not even 2 months. Yeesh, that is a crazy drop. 412 pips. Doesn't sound like a lot, but on Euro GBP, that is a lot. So, but yeah, overall, it's very bearish. So, to say that GPUSD is gonna buy, that might be the most likelihood rather than Euro GBP buying. But we'll see how things play out. You know, who knows? I definitely like this buy though. For a potential reversal, but that will be a reversal versus a GPUSD. This is for a potential continuation. I'd rather play a continuation than a reversal because reversals are just much more riskier. So, but again, we'll see what this does. I'm not really caring for it, so I'm just gonna yellow it. Euro NZD. I'm still in this trade, still in profit. But I am kind of skeptical about how it looks like this is breaking and retesting this trend line right here. I am skeptical about it, but I did say that I want to look for sells all in here. And although price did go a little higher than I would have wanted it to, oops, sell-offs. Although it did go up a little higher than I wanted it to, price is still end up dropping. But again, for it retesting right here, I really want to see what it does. I did get out though. I did get out, honestly speaking. Did get out. I think. Wait, let me see. Now I want to see. Because I've just been not trading or not looking at my phone that much on trades. Yeah, I'm out of the trade. I got out of the trade. I was like, I'm gonna wait and see what happens with this trend line, break. And so price did break this trend line. Want to see if it's gonna retest or continue to the upside, because it is on a lower time frame buy. But obviously speaking, like daily time frame, it's just like Euro NZD. Like I'm kind of actually dumb trying to sell this. I mean, trying to get out of it based off of this, because look at the daily time frame. Weekly time frame looks just, oh, that looks like a doji. So hey, this might be a sign for a reversal, because look at the candlestick right before it dropped heavy. So we'll see what's real good. We'll see what's up. But I think that price is gonna come back down, because this is all I see. Just like with Euro AUD, this is all I really see. So we'll see what's good. I'm watching it, but unfortunately I'm not in the trade. 15-minute time frame, setting up for a buy, but I don't want to play. I don't like playing 15 minutes like that. 1 hour, and that would not have been a setup I would have played at all. I keep forgetting to get rid of that. 4-hour time frame looks like it might be starting to set up for a sell, but I don't like playing these type of sells, personally speaking. But the daily time frame, yes, rejected off of this hard. I'm expecting a lower low, to be quite honest. So I'm not even gonna look for buys on Euro NZD until I start seeing some other stuff, you know. So let's see what goes on with Euro NZD. And if I got out early and this is about to drop, then I played myself extra hard. Alright, GBPJPY. I'm so glad I did not get into this sell, because I would have taken an easy L. I'm glad I was patient with it and waiting, because now what I really want to see is this move right here play out, because that's all I kind of do see with this 4-hour candle. Stop hunt to the upside, double top, grab liquidity. Let's go over here to the weekly time frame. Grabbed all this liquidity up here. Not even all of it, but let me put on this. Oh man, it still has a long way that it could go. Yeesh. No, I'm not looking at that at all. That's just crazy talk. But anyways, I mean, it's not crazy talk because it's definitely possible. But I'm definitely expecting a drop on GJ of sorts, which again, that makes me not want to sell GPUSD, because GPJPY and GPUSD do move pretty similarly, but this is extremely bullish. So even to say that this is gonna drop, that's kind of premature of me. So what I would kind of really suggest personally is, if you're looking for buys, I mean, you could really set a buy stop. Let me see. This is dangerous, very dangerous, but you could really set a buy stop right here at 150.419. Because this is, like I said, this is extremely bullish. So it's kind of like, you put a buy stop, put your stop loss right there, and really start, I mean, still really keep taking GPJPY to the upside, because I don't really see a reason why you wouldn't at this point, because it's just really bullish. I mean, again, I do see that could be the stop hunt, but on the weekly time frame, that's not what it is at all. It's just like, man, you better wait. I'm gonna keep going. So, but this could be again the liquidity grab for these lows right here, and I would still love to see this get retested for a continuation to the upside. But again, GPJPY is just ridiculously bullish. I would set a buy stop right here personally and see how that plays out. 1 hour time frame was calling for a sell, but it looks like it's about to turn to a buy. And look what happened right here. This called for a sell. You would have got paid out a little bit, but then once it called for that buy, you would have got paid out a lot. So This looks like it's doing something very similar. So again, I would rather set a buy stop for this because this looks like it's just going to keep going to the upside. Um, and of course, 4-hour time frame, bullish. Like, dang, that would have been a good buy to get in right there. And I do remember that we got into a GPGPY buy last week, which played out nicely. And yikes. This is why I say break, retest. I mean, although this would have kind of faked you out, but still. Anyways, let's go ahead and go over to U-Chef. Yeah, I'm watching this for sure for that buy stop. U-Chef, man. I took another L on it. But it is what it is, you know? It is. That's just, like, again, this is why once that trend line broke, I was like, okay, if you want, you go ahead and step out of the trade. And if you stayed in the trade, well, then it is what it is. You took the L with me. So, I like where price came back up to. I like how it came back up to this high. I don't even know what it's going to do here, because if it does break this structure, then it's definitely going to go bullish. But all I really see at this point in time, especially with how price has just been climbing and climbing, is a stop hunt, drop down, maybe even come down to these lows right here, and then continue to the upside. That's what I kind of see happening. Let me draw the fib on this move, see how that looks. Yeah, that's perfect. That's cash. That is super cash money right there. But that is if it does happen. I don't know if it is. We will only have to wait and see. But again, if price, hey guys, if price does end up pushing to the upside, dropping, then yeah, take me to the upside. This bullish play that happened over here that looks very similar to it. Very similar to it. In fact, that's exactly what I'm basing it off of. Got the push to the upside, price drop down to this area, continue to the upside. So I want to see it again. Again, you just look for the same thing over and over again, and it happens, right? So I am looking for buys here. So let's see what U-Chef does. I really like this stop hunt to the upside right here. I really like it because it could just be the liquidity grab. So I'm watching U-Chef, seeing what it does. Mr. Tacos. Ooh, dang, you've been going to work too, huh? Okay, I see you. All right, so let's see. I was saying personally that I wanted to see that retest of right here because, again, you just watch for the same thing over and over again. 61%. This still hurts to see. This would have been perfect if it would have came down lower. It would have been perfect. Take profit at every. Anyways, let me stop. What I really want to see, kind of the same thing on U-Chef U-Chef on USD Mexican is for me to clone this real quick, and I want to see price really come up and grab some liquidity like how I did over here. I hate how my dollar signs are like huge, but still, it's because I'm all about that big money. But I want to see price really stop out some traders, because now retail traders are going to look to sell here, right? I kind of would too, but I want to wait for that push to the upside and then a drop, and then for price to stop right here and then push to the upside. Let's see how that looks right here with this fib. Cash money. So let's see how things play out, but this is what I want to see on USD Mexican overall. I don't care what the lower time frames really do look like. I mean, if I go look, maybe I can find a potential sell entry, but overall, this is what I want to see. I want to see that stop hunt to the upside first. So I'm just gonna wait for that to happen first. So hide this. I'm gonna leave this nice, perfect, beautiful Picasso drawing right here, and I'm just gonna be watching it. Not that. Let's go over to arbitrage. See what Arby has for me. Oh, hold on. Before I continue, I am recording. Good. Okay. So, USD Mexican. Looking for sell opportunities. Definitely, I like that on the arbitrage. That's why I usually like doing for my retracements. I like looking for arbitrage setups. So, if I can get that breakout, retest continuation, that'd be cash. And then, naturally, let's see where this actually would TP at 20.82485. Not necessarily where I would. Let me clone this, or copy actually, and then paste it. Not necessarily what I would look to, where I would look for like an entry, but still it's not bad because I mean I can see, and this is a possibility where some retail traders can get stopped out because look at that. It actually does match up with the continuation to the upside if price were to stop right here. So we'll see what it does. But overall, I would look for this sell opportunity to possibly happen tonight. So definitely watching USD Mexican for a possible sell. All right, let's look at Mr. Gold. First and foremost, I still want my retest before I look for another sell entry on gold. That's not going to change for me. 4-hour time frame, I did call for a sell. I mean for a buy on gold. I was noticing that price was holding at this structure, and then during NFP hours, price did this very interesting play where it did a stop hunt where it's looking like it was going to drop some more, but it didn't. And so I said, hey, I'm actually going to get into a buy right here. And then I saw that price was going up higher, but it didn't necessarily stay up here, so it dropped lower. And I said, okay, I'm going to get into another entry over here at 1693. And so right now I'm in profit in this trade. So I'm going to actually put this 1693.340. That's fine. My stop loss for this entry is at break even, but for the first entry that I gave, it is not. So I'm going to just have that still chilling there, and I still want to see this retest, like I said. A good take profit area would actually be right here. You'd want to take some of your partials, actually. That's probably what I'm going to do. Well, I'll do it after this. You would want to look for take partials right there. Another good take partial area will be 1725, and then if you're gonna really hold your trade all the way, then yeah, just let it play out from the rest of there. But price can definitely really hold right here and then continue making lower lows, because that's all gold has been doing is making lower lows. But I still want to see this retracement right here, and based off of how price played out on NFP, I do see price pushing up to the upside. And also, who knows, maybe the COVID stimulus thing that's going on, who knows, maybe it'll make price push to the upside, right? But I'm personally bullish on gold. I like how the 1 hour time frame is calling for buys on gold as well. And then the retest would be nice. Then continuation to the upside would be even better. So if I can get this retest right here, hey, maybe those who weren't able to get into the trade could find a way into it. The 4 hour time frame is definitely still bearish. The daily time frame, forget about it. Let's see what the weekly is looking like. So the weekly is broken through the mean line. So this has really no hope of coming back to the trend. Well, not really no hope, but I really do see gold still continually dropping. And last week it even closed out with this magenta candle. So I've got to wait and see how this weekly candle is gonna play out over the week. But overall, like I said, this 1 hour time frame, breakout, retest, continuation looks fine. Let me see what the 2 hour looks like. I'm just curious. Oh yeah, it's not there yet, but it's setting up for a potential buy. So yeah, there you go. I'm still in the buy, and I'm gonna just hold it. All right, let's look at S&P. Mr. S&P. This was so clean. Super clean. I said I was waiting for it. I'm playing out the play. Stop losses that break even. Take partial profits right here. And I personally think that this might, actually, let me leave that right there. Because this is a very much, although I doubt it, this is a very high possibility that price could literally, from this drop, stay right here and then continue dropping. I personally doubt that. I'm still holding this trade, but this is a possibility. I like mapping out all possibilities regardless. And if I'm already in a trade, then I would be like, oh well, then hey, maybe I could get into a hedge on this sell. But I personally do not want to hedge this because overall, this is in a crazy uptrend. And I do know that my boy Peyton, he has his VIX that he looks at, and currently it's still showing him that this could be bearish, but this is just making higher highs on a daily time frame. So I'm just questioning how long until this uptrend is gonna last. Because if a downtrend starts, it's gonna be a bloodbath basically. So we're gonna wait and see what happens. Like I said, you could definitely see an opportunity on a sell on the lower time frames. But do you really want to go up against this higher time frame move is the question that you want to ask yourself. Because it did really come in wick 78.6. And now it's making its... Ooh, that was weird. And now it's making its way to the upside. So really got to wait and see what S&P does if you're looking for the sells. But as for me, I'm just in the buys and I'm sticking to them. Arbitrage... starting to call for a buy on the 4 hour time frame. Not quite there yet. The 1 hour, yeesh, it said I'm not even gonna give you a chance. For me at least. Daily time frame. Ooh, hold up. Okay, if the daily time frame closes with this, I'm closing with my profits and I'm be like, yo, I need to probably get into this sell. Now, I don't like how this last sell played out, but the previous ones played out pretty nicely. Broke out, retested, and continued to the downside. Didn't hit the TP that I would have taken it at, but I would have still taken at least 80%. So I've got to see how this S&P plays out. This could be definitely a sign that this is gonna drop. Who knows? Also, this weekly definitely super bullish. So not really gonna look at the weekly, but the daily time frame, it could be potential. Who knows? Gotta wait and see how the daily candle closes before I make a decision. I might hedge this. I might actually hedge. I was just talking about it. So let's see. All right. Dow Jones. I don't know why that's not green. Dow Jones play my life, per usual. And it definitely came and hit my buy box, but only at the 61.8 and then pushed to the upside. I would have taken 70% profits by now. Still possible for it to go to the upside. It's clearly making higher highs, clearly. So until it really breaks 29656.5, I can't say that I'm looking for the bearish move on it. But you can also say that from this, let me go ahead and actually get rid of this Fibonacci real quick. You can say that from this bearish move, price is right at the 71%. So it could be a potential sell, but overall, it's making higher highs. So tread lightly, but I'm pretty sure there's quite a few people who might be looking for sells right now, to be quite honest. Because if you're catching a sell from here and it's an actual bloodbath, then that'd be you'd be very profitable. Your risk to reward, let's see. Because if this sells, then I'll take this to the grave. Your risk to reward on this type of trade would be astounding. Actually, I might. Actually, if it breaks this low right here, then who knows? Could possibly come down over here. The risk to reward could be crazy if you're really down like that. 7 to 1, a 1 to 7. Nah, no one's down to do that. If you're down, then hey, I just gave you an idea. Price can come down and make equal lows right here, stop people out, and then continue to the upside. Risk to reward even on this is a 1 to 4, so that's pretty nice. I like that risk to reward as well. So yeah, make your decision. You could definitely look to sell here, but just remember, it bounced off this buy box and it's in an uptrend, so tread lightly. I'll look at Mr. Nas, although I'm taking this trade, by the way. I'm going to risk 0.5% of my account. Mr. Nas, I really wanted it to drop down lower. Actually, I don't think I'm going to take that trade because this looks like it just stopped on it. Like, look at this 4-hour candle right here itself. Let me see what the volume was looking at. That it's crazy volume. Yep. This looks like a stop hunt to me. It looks like this is pushing to the upside. Yeah, I'm not super against this entry that where price is at right now for you to get into a buy at this moment, but I would rather, for sure, you know how I am, get my 1.2380 entry and then continue to the upside. That's how I would look to get into the entry, but it's not bad where it's at either, because you could literally play it out like this at current price. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of these. And if price does drop down there, then hey, I'll map it back out and we can look to trade it. But yeah, even if you were to get in at this price, if you're looking for NASDAQ to make higher highs as well, even with this, your risk to reward is a 1 to 2. But on the daily time frame, I don't know why it doesn't make me stretch that out anymore. It's weird. If you're looking for this to give you higher highs from here, dang, it really did do that. Wow. I did not pay attention to that last week, I think. Did I even spot that? Hold on. I keep getting really chill. That's how you know I'd be relaxing. Wow, I did not spot this at all. But anyways, even this type of entry right here is not terrible for a swing trade. It's a 1 to, like, if it's personally going to make higher highs and it come up here easily, that's still a 1 to 4 right there. So it's not a bad entry, but I would have loved right here instead. Oh my goodness, man. I really can't believe I didn't see this. I'm going to have to go back and look at my previous analysis on this to see if I didn't see this. Because if I was really blind to this, I'm going to be mad at myself. But so yeah, we'll see what this does. This is not a bad entry. Like I said, and even with the US 30, the Dow Jones that I gave, this is really risky. I'm only putting 0.5% on this, but I'm gonna risk 1% on this. Maybe put it a little lower, just in case. Even it's still a 1.392 risk to reward. So I'm getting into this, getting into that. Let's see what happens. All right, Bitcoin. Yeah. I'm so mad because the entry that I wanted, again, Bitcoin did it again to me, guys. Wow. I had set this up. I'm like, oh, is this playing out? And it's playing out for the 61.8, so I'm speechless. But yeah, I just see it continuing to the upside, honestly. That's all I don't see it slowing down. It could stop right here. It could literally relax right here. Grab some liquidity, as per usual. I don't like how these are so big, though. Oh, wrong one. Like, why can't they just stay the size? I'll make a template and make them small. But anyways, so yeah, I would love for a price to probably just come in, swoop this up, then drop. But then, no, if it did that, then it already basically hit where I had to take 70% of this profit from this buy. So even if it does come up there, it's probably, and it drops, then it's probably going to drop hard. If it drops, but I don't see it dropping. I mean, I don't see it dropping. Let's see, from this drop that it did though, yeah, I could definitely look to sell at 53,981. I'll check back on Bitcoin once it does that, because it could definitely do that. Yeah, I know, I don't care. So I'm watching Bitcoin for a potential sell, but it's gonna be very risky sell. It's only gonna be like a 0.5% risk type of trade. Ripple, I just see it continue. It's the same analysis. If you want to take a buy, go ahead, but I don't want to give you guys a bad entry. I'm not looking at any entries for Ripple right now. Same thing with Litecoin. It's just things are they're already playing out, so I can't give you guys. I don't like to give entries on these unless for sells. And Ethereum is just going to work, man. But again, hey, I gave you guys the play for the buys. You could have played them out. I'm the one that's having to see them play out nicely, and I didn't get in them, you know? So it is what it is. But is there any other pairs that anybody wants me to take a look at? These cryptos hurt me, man. This is where PTSD comes from. Nothing? Alright, guys. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys for hopping on. I will be setting up the playback very shortly. And I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'm going to go check out the All-Star game. Later, y'all.